Hello, I'm Kaylee and welcome to my channel Karaoke Manga. I've got another haul for you today, this time for the month of November. I picked up more than I was expected to because I got some really good deals this month, otherwise I probably wouldn't have done a haul at all. So let's just jump straight in. So, first of all, I got a majority of these volumes from World of Books because they were on really good price deals, all around £6-ish, so I couldn't pass it up because I've been looking for a while, and that is Soul Eater. We've got volume 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So Soul Eater is one of those series that I absolutely love. It's about basically, in this world, there are people who can turn into weapons and people who are meisters who wield the weapons. There are a bunch of students working, or not, they are kind of working, but they go to school and their headmaster is Lord Death, and their goal is to make what they call a death weapon for Lord Death himself. So that's kind of the premise, a lot of fighting, but there's also really great characters in here, really cool story arcs, very interesting, some dark themes. It does have its like ecchi moments, but if you can look past that or it doesn't bother you, it's a really good series and I highly recommend it. I also got The Girl from the Other Side. This is the deluxe edition 3-in-1, so this covers volumes 4 to 6, I believe. Yes. And again, it's absolutely beautiful. They've really done these absolutely beautifully. It feels lovely. It's such a wholesome story about this demon's girl. Just look at some of the artwork. It's like quite different as well. It's very fairy tale like. It's very fairy tale like, and it's just absolutely beautiful. That's one of the colour pages. Another colour page, like it's so cute. Can't wait to read this story, honestly. I'm kind of holding off until they release even more, but I'm definitely so excited to read this. Next, if we stay sort of magical vibes, I got volume 5 of Hat Atelier, another beautiful series. The art style in this is absolutely gorgeous and spines are amazing. I want to do a page without spoiling stuff, but we are getting quite deep into this now. Here you go, just her crying, but it's so beautifully drawn. Like, look, even the like chapter pages are gorgeous. But this series I haven't actually got into much, so I can't give too much of an opinion, but it's basically about this young girl who wants to use magic, and by accident, so this isn't really spoilery, first volume, she casts a spell and it goes wrong, and so now she's in the magical world like she wanted to be, but it's probably not what she thought it would be, and it's quite like way serious. It turns out to be quite dangerous, but yes, it's quite a good sort of adventure. Next is a series I got from a Depop seller for a really good price on a series that is very nostalgic for me, and that series is Sergeant Frog. Oh my god, this is like one of the first series I ever read. I read it from my local library and I loved it, and it's probably not for me anymore because it is more of a kids manga, but oh my god, this is such a throwback and I was so happy I owned the first 2 volumes. So yes, we've got volume 1, 2 and 3. Now this is the cover I mostly remember because I'm pretty sure it was volume 3 I wrote in the library because they didn't have the whole thing, or maybe someone else was reading it, but I specifically remember this cover, so this is just memories. But it's basically about these like alien frog things that are trying to take over the world and they end up living with like these 2 like kids basically and all those shenanigans, and it's quite funny really from what I remember. So I'm actually really excited to delve into this once more and bring back some fun memories. As I said from my last haul, I'm very into like the historical stuff, so I got Ooku volume 2 because I really enjoyed the first one. Now I don't think this series is for everyone because of how it is read and what it's written about. It so basically the world population is majority female because an illness took some men away. I say some, a lot of men died from this illness and they can't really recover. It's sort of like a role reversal, but it's mostly about the workings of the inner chambers and the shogun and the men inside the chambers and their stories, and it's something I thoroughly enjoyed the first volume of, so I'm excited to read more. Okay, I've got 3 books here that are BL series. But first is not actually a manga, it's from a webtoon actually, and that is On or Off. Now, this I thoroughly enjoyed and ended up reading it online because I couldn't wait to read any more, so if that tells you anything, I usually like to read things only physically, so the fact I went online to read it kind of says a lot, I think. Here it is, and it is in full colour. Now this is a mature series rated 18 plus because it does have some explicit scenes and gets a bit spicy, so I won't recommend this unless you're over the age of 18, but just know it's a very good story. It's essentially about this guy here who has his own company with his friends about developing app games, so on your phone, that sort of thing, and they are trying to get a deal with this other company which this gentleman here runs, and it's just about that, like, the companies working together and the relationship between these two, and yeah, it was just really cute, really good. Bit of a rocky start, but I haven't finished it yet online, but I'm so close, and oh, I love it so much. It's so good. Another mature series is Therapy Game Restart Volume 1. So last month I managed to get Volume 2. So I'm happy I finally got Volume 1 now, and I've also managed to order Volume 1 of just Therapy Games, so I'm finally going to be caught up, so I'm very happy about that. This is a series I read online originally and thoroughly enjoyed it, so I'm very excited to have caught up with it. Next is a series I could recommend to more of you. It is a teen BL, so it's not graphic in any way, so 13 plus is fine, it says, and that is The Two Lions. Now this is a series that is a one-shot, so very easy to collect, and I gotta say, Seven Seas has done a wonderful job with this. It's beautifully done. Like, listen, the pages are like really thick and good quality, so I was very impressed when I got this. But it's just about these two boys who, I think is it college or school? Sorry, in university. So in university they meet, one's sort of like a delinquent, the other one's kind of outgoing, and it's just about their relationship and their new friendship and so on. It's quite a soft, cute series. Finally, Volume 8 of Spy Family. Oh my god, this was such a good volume. If you haven't heard anything about Spy Family, or where have you been? It's such a cute series about this spy on a mission, and he needs a family in order to complete his mission, and he ends up getting a child who is a telepath and a wife who is an assassin. And this one focuses more on, I'd say, the wife, but it's just it's such an entertaining volume. This was such a good read. If you haven't caught up yet, this volume, I cannot say how much I enjoyed it. I don't know if I enjoyed it so much just because it was good, or if maybe because I missed Spy Family so much, because obviously it's been a while since I read it and the last volume came out. That might have something to do, I don't know, but this is very, very, very good. Next is a series I've talked about quite a bit on this channel, and that is Noragami, and this is volume 16. I love this series so much, and the books of these are really, really lovely too. I'm hoping this isn't too spoilery, but just to give you an idea. But yeah, no, this story is really lovely. It's about this, like, not very popular god just trying to climb the ranks basically, and it focuses more on his relationship with people and the other gods and the god world and the normal world and how it mixes and what happens, and it's so fucking good. Like, I really recommend Noragami if you haven't read it already. We are finally getting close to finishing Wotakoi, so this is volume 5. I have not read Wotakoi yet. I've only read the first volume, so I can't give too much of an opinion on it, but from what I know, it's a very cute, wholesome romance between otaku. So yeah, it seems like something that would be great for me because they're people who love video games, manga, anime, that kind of thing, and the romance and their relationships with the people around them. And yeah, I think it's a very popular series for a reason. I think most people have this just because it's such like a comfort read, I would say. And the box set is also coming out next year, so if you haven't started collecting Wotakoi and you've been interested, the box set is coming out next year in January, so that's very exciting. So the last couple bits are also romance. I guess I'm just catching up with all my shoujo manga. So last month I managed to pick up volume 2 and 3 of this series, and this month I managed to pick up volume 1 of Kamisama Kiss. So it finally arrived, so now I can read the first 3 volumes if I want to. This is another just shoujo romance series between like this demon and this teenage girl. So I think it's more of a rom-com, but they meet because she sort of ends up meeting this strange guy and then goes to a shrine or whatever, and now she's living a new life in a new place because she needs a place to live, and this guy's around and they're not getting along at the moment, so it looks like it's going to be an enemies to lovers sort of scenario, so it could be quite fun. Another series I managed to get an excellent deal on thanks to World of Books because of secondhand stuff is Kimi ni Todoke. So last month I obviously collected a couple of volumes that were available and I could get, so I managed to get some more this month, so we're slowly picking this series up. But we got volume 3, volume 5, volume 18, volume 26, volume 28, and volume 29. So this is another adorable shoujo series, a romance series set in high school. It's quite a slow burn, but it's absolutely adorable, and the relationships and friendships and just stuff going on, quite drama filled but also like so heartwarming at the same time. This series is also very popular for good reason, I can see why, and also has a very good anime adaptation if you don't want to read it because it is 30 volumes long. But I knew I wanted to collect this, and I'm so glad I'm finally able to get my hands on some more volumes. I also got volume 2 of Ima Koi because I absolutely adored volume 1, so I had to get the next volume. This is so cute. It goes straight into a relationship, and we just get to see them grow and learn with each other, so it could either go very well or very poorly, and I'm excited for the journey. So I'm really excited to have this volume. I have read it and just as good as the first one, so I hope it continues on that path. And then last but not least, a series I have been thoroughly enjoying, another high school romance, I'm sorry, but that is Lovesick Ellie volume 6. I love this series. It's so fun, it's sort of realistic in terms of how girls think, in my opinion. It's so good. It sort of takes me back to my secondary school years, and I want to see the relationship grow and the friendships that she makes, and because she's so like awkward. But this one ended on such a cliffhanger, and the next volume is not out for a while, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm worried it's going to have a love triangle kind of thing, but we shall see. But so far, really, really good. Would recommend Lovesick Ellie if you want a good rom-com. And that is all for the haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed and liked seeing what I picked up. I'd love to know if you guys have picked up anything interesting or new that maybe I've not read before and you would recommend me. That would be really fun. And if you did enjoy, please subscribe, turn on the bell so you know when I post. I do tend to post a video once a month and maybe more for a bit of fun. But either way, I will see you guys in the next one. So bye!